Thank you for joining us today as we begin the Elementary Academic Derby. We're featuring Clyde, Erwin, and Swansboro Elementary Schools. Gail Thomas will be our scorekeeper today, and I'm Pam Thomas, and I will be your moderator. Let's go right into introductions and meet our players for Swansboro.
Hi, my name is Sarah Stanley, and I'm from Miss Lawrence's class.
Hi, I'm Annabelle Henderson from Miss Zimmerman's class.
Hi, I'm Hannah McDowell, and I'm from Miss Ryder's class.
Hi, I'm Christopher Williams from Miss Ryder's class.
Kevin Dick is the coach for Swansboro. Let's meet our players for Clyde Erwin.
Hello, my name is Bashar Al-Janabi, and I'm from Mr. Darby's class.
I'm Jade Asher from Miss Guyana's class.
I'm Colin Taylor from Miss Guyana's class.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Rivera from Mr. Darby's class.
And the coach for Clyde Erwin is Mrs. Burford. We're ready to begin. We've reviewed our rules, and we know that 7 questions goes to Clyde Erwin first. Mathematics. What type of triangle is defined as one with at least 2 sides of equal length? Colin?
Isosceles.
Isosceles it is. English. In the sentence, did you see that lightning flash? What's the complete verb? I'm going to repeat the sentence. We won't look at the complete verb. Did you see that lightning flash?
Flash? Flash?
Nope, that's a nice try. Sarah?
Lightning?
No, did see is the complete verb. I'm glad y'all are answering. Literature. The fantasy Charlotte's Web by E.B. White tells the story of a pig named Wilbur who is saved by a spider named Charlotte. What is the first message that makes a reference to Wilbur written by Charlotte in her web? Swansboro? Sarah?
Welcome.
No, that's a good try. She said she wrote in her web, some pig. Science. On the Celsius temperature scale, it is 0. What is the freezing point of water on the Fahrenheit scale? Colin?
32 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's it. For music next. Which percussion instrument consists of a small round drum with metal plates inserted in its rim? It is played by striking or shaking. Colin?
An organ.
Nope. Good try. Let's go down to Swansboro. Annabelle?
Tambourine.
Tambourine. Good. Geography. Into which larger body of water do the majority of rivers of the states of Alabama and Louisiana empty? Swansboro? Christopher?
The Dead Sea?
No, nice try. Gulf of Mexico. Final category is in history. During the Crimean War, this nurse was one of the first accepted females to help treat war-injured soldiers. Who was this famous pioneer of nursing? Swansboro? Florence Nightingale. Colin was really trying to squeeze that out. Swansboro now, 7 questions to you. Literature. Identify the series created by Catherine Lasky, which tells the story of Soren, who lives in a nest with his parents and siblings, who are Clud and Elentine, in a forest kingdom called Tyto. Clyde Erwin? And that answer is the Guardians of Gahuli. Trivia. When you mix yellow and blue, you get green. What do you call colors that are created by mixing 2 primary colors? Sarah?
Secondary colors?
It is secondary colors, and your art teacher would be happy you answered that correctly. Math question next. Aaron needs to cut board lengths of 1/4 foot, 1 foot, and 1 1/3 foot. How many feet altogether will he have when he's finished with his cuts? And express your answer as a mixed number in simplest form. I'm going to repeat the lengths. 1/4 foot, 1 foot, and 1 1/3 foot. Haley?
2 2/7.
No, that's incorrect, but that's a great try. Clyde, Erwin, Kimberly?
2 2/12.
No, that's a good try as well. It's 2 7/12. English. Give the 6-letter noun that begins with the letter B and is a synonym for a gentle wind. Sarah?
Breeze.
That's it. Science. Which planet in our solar system is often called the twin planet to Neptune? Sarah?
Saturn.
No, that's a very good try. Clyde, Erwin? Bashar?
Uranus.
Uranus is right. Good. History. This U.S. president had an unofficial group of advisors named the Kitchen Cabinet. He served from 1829 to 1837. His nickname was Old Hickory, and he was our 7th president. Who was he? Clyde, Erwin? And he was Andrew Jackson. Geography is the final category. What type of map projection is rectangular shaped and it displays lines of latitude and longitude that are parallel and intersect at right angles? Clyde, Erwin? And this is called the Mercator projection. That is the end of round 1. We'll be right back in just a second, so join us then.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
We have a pretty tough game going on right now. 6-6 is the score. We have 2 teams full of new participants we want you to meet. So we'll begin our introductions with Swansboro.
Hi, I'm Anna from Miss Moore's class.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Allen, and I'm from Miss Zimmerman's class.
Hi, I'm Allison Underseth from Miss Zimmerman's class.
Hi, I am Alex Christopherson from Miss Ryder's class.
Let's meet our new players for Clyde, Erwin.
My name is Mason Gibbs from Miss Guyana's class.
My name is Jahani Thompson from Miss Guyana's class.
Hi, my name is Ashton Jarman from Miss Guyana's class.
Hi, my name is Emma Alsea from Miss Guyana's 5th grade class.
And welcome new players. We're ready to begin. We've reviewed our rules. We know what bonus is available if you answer the question correctly the first time it's asked. Ready to begin, Swansboro. First question's yours in math. Complete the analogy. Blank is to 2 dimensions as cube is to 3 dimensions. Blank is to 2 dimensions as cube is to 3 dimensions. Clyde, Erwin? Mason?
Squared.
I'll accept that. Square is correct. Clyde, Erwin, literature. Which mythological giant whose name begins with a C had 1 eye in the middle of his forehead? Ashton?
Cyclops.
That's correct. Here's your bonus. In the Bible, who said to God, I know not, am I my brother's keeper? Ashton, do y'all have an answer?
No, ma'am.
Cane. Science, Swansboro. Jump in when you know what I am. I'm the hardest substance in the human body. I provide a protective layer in human teeth, and sometimes my name is used to name a kind of paint. Anna?
Enamel.
It is enamel. Here's your bonus. Spell the 9-letter plural scientific term used to describe the arm-like extensions in corals and jellyfish. Okay, Caitlin?
Tentacles.
Okay, can you spell it?
Tentacles.
That is correct. Very good. Clyde, Erwin, English. In this sentence, the smell of the rose attracted the bees. Which more descriptive 5-letter noun that begins with the letters SC can be used in the place of smell? Emma?
Scent.
Scent. For your bonus, yipes, zowie, bazinga are all words that function as which part of speech? It's their bonus right now, Allison. Ashton? Interjections. Interjections. Swansboro. Music. Complete the title of the classical music composition by Rimsky-Korsakov with one word. Blank of the bumblebee. Anna?
Flight.
Flight is correct. Here's your bonus. Identify the Japanese violinist who developed a method of teaching violin by emphasizing repetition, listening skills, and parental encouragement. Caitlin?
No answer.
His last name is Suzuki. Clyde, Erwin, history. Name the leader of the Shawnee tribe who tried to unite the tribes to defend against settlers who had encroached onto their lands. He and his brother established a town in Indiana called Prophetstown. Swansboro. And the leader is Tecumseh. Swansboro, geography. Identify the U.S. state whose capital is named after the river that runs through it. The River of the Monks or Des Moines. Anna?
Iowa.
Iowa is correct. Here's your bonus. Identify the U.S. state capital whose name is synonymous with the phrase Little Pebble. Caitlin?
Arkansas.
We're looking for the capital.
Little Rock.
Little Rock, that's right. Clyde, Erwin, trivia. Which dance genre features a large group of paired partners directed by a caller who approach each other, circle back to back, and then they return to their original positions? Swansboro? Anna?
Square dancing.
It is square dancing. Swansboro, science. This type of plant lives by feeding off other plants or animals that are either dead or alive. Identify this plant group that includes mushrooms, molds, yeast, and mildew. Alex?
Fungus.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What type of fungus is edible and can sell for up to $1,200 a pound? Domestic pigs and dogs are used to hunt them. Caitlin?
Truffles.
Truffle is right. And Clyde, Erwin, history. Tory, Whig, Liberal, and Conservative are all political parties found in which European country? Swansboro. Great Britain is the country. History, Swansboro. What slang two-word phrase that includes a man's name was once used to describe laws which encouraged the segregation of African Americans and was taken from a plantation song and dance in 1825? Clyde, Erwin. Jim Crow is the name given to those particular laws. Clyde, Erwin, mathematics, and you may need your pencils. Besides 1 and 48, what are the 8 other factors of 48? Swansboro. Caitlin?
6, 8, and 2.
Well, that's not all of them.
Okay.
But those are right, but that's not all of them. So we asked for the 8. It's 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, and 24. And that is the end, I believe, of our round, and we'll be back in just a second, so join us then.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Thank you for staying tuned for the final round of this match. Clyde, Erwin has 12 points. Swansboro has 28 points. Everybody knows the bonus passes with the question in this round, so you can really get a lot of points. We have one new participant we'd like you to meet for Swansboro, so let's hear from her.
Hello, I am Kira Moore from Miss Zimmerman's class.
And welcome, Kiera. True toss-up questions, so get your buzzers ready. Ami and amigo are all foreign translations of which common English word? Kimberly?
Friend.
Friend. Here is your bonus. In the sentence, I plan to purchase some highlighters tomorrow, what is the simple predicate? I plan to purchase some highlighters tomorrow. Is there bonus, Haley? Ashton?
We don't have an answer.
Plan. Plan is the predicate. Science. For many years, scientists did not know what caused the common cold. What kind of contagious organism do they now know causes us to become ill with cold symptoms? Anna?
Virus.
Virus. For your bonus, the name of which chemical element is also the name of a car, the front man for Queen, a Roman god, and the smallest planet orbiting the sun. It's commonly known as quicksilver, has the symbol Hg, and the atomic number is 80. Caitlin?
Mercury.
It is Mercury. Literature. By tradition, actors don't speak the name of this play, but they call it instead the Scottish play to avoid bad luck. It opens with 3 witches in the woods who predict the title character's future. Name this Shakespearean play about a man who kills a Scottish king. Correct answer is Macbeth. Geography. What man-made marvel built on an isthmus used Gotham Lake to connect the Caribbean Sea to the Pacific Ocean, and it opened on August 15th, 1914? That is the Panama Canal. History. In the United States, how long is the term of a U.S. Senator? Mason?
2 years.
Not 2 years. I'm glad you guessed. Swansboro? Kiara?
4.
I'm glad you guessed as well, but the correct answer is 6 years. Trivia. Produced by Mars Incorporated, this candy bar has been advertised by Betty White, Joe Pesci, and the Brady Bunch in recent years. Name this treat that promotes the idea you aren't you when you're hungry. Caitlin?
Snickers.
It is a Snickers bar. And for your bonus, identify the candy bar claimed to have been named for a president's long-deceased daughter that shares its name with a slugging legend of the 19th century. Caitlin?
Babe Ruth.
That is it. English. In dictionaries, the schwa symbol looks like this letter written upside down. When used as a prefix, the letter means via the internet, and it is the most commonly appearing vowel in the English language. Identify this letter. Anna?
E.
E is correct. For your bonus, the schwa is provided as a pronunciation symbol or guide. Spell pronunciation. Is there a bonus, Mason? Okay, Caitlin?
PRONUNCIATION.
That is correct. Good. Science. What type of light is created through optical amplification by stimulated emission of electromagnetic radiation and is used to cut metal and to perform various surgeries? Shining this type of light in an airplane is a federal offense. Colin?
Laser.
A laser. Here's your bonus. Which term from optics designates the rainbow of colors in visible light that can be seen through the use of a prism? Is there a bonus? Ashton?
Water.
No, we're looking for spectrum. Mathematics. Find the sum of the fractions 1/3 and 2/5 and put your answer in simplest form. 1/3 and 2/5. Anna?
1/5.
Nope, nice try. Clyde Erwin? Colin?
11/15.
11/15 is correct. Here's your bonus. Gina has twice as much money as her brother Paul. If her brother has $19.87, how much does Gina have? Gina has twice as much money as her brother Paul. If her brother has $19.87, how much does Gina have? Ashton?
$39.74.
That is correct. Great. Let's try geography. This country is located about 1,500 miles directly east of Tasmania and was the film site for the movie Lord of the Rings. Name this country whose capital is Wellington. Anna?
Australia.
Not Australia. Great try. God bless you. And let's go to Clyde Erwin. It's very close to Australia, New Zealand. History. Identify the road built through the Appalachian Mountains by Daniel Boone that aided settlers trying to reach Kentucky. And that would be the Wilderness Road. Music. What type of musical quartet is usually composed of men singing sentimental songs in 4-part harmony? Kiera?
Chorus.
No, that's incorrect. Glad you tried. Let's move to Clyde. Erwin? It is a type of quartet. It's called the barbershop quartet. Literature. As the first children's novel published by Dr. Seuss, this story features a boy named Marco who narrates increasingly fantastic descriptions, including those of exotic animals and a parade. Identify this novel whose title street actually only contained a horse pulling a wagon. Kiera?
What I Saw on Mayberry Street.
Oh, that's right. And to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. We'll collect that. We'll accept that. Here is your bonus. A publisher once made a bet with Dr. Seuss that he could not create a coherent story using only 50 unique words. Which of Dr. Seuss's books was a result of this bet? Caitlin?
No answer.
Now, Green Eggs and Ham. And that is the end of our final round. We'll be back with our final score in just a second. See you then.
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change. Let's go!
To the Batmobile. Dang it.
To the invisible jet!
Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women. I could use your help. Yeah! Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
We had a total of 70 points scored today. I think that's the most we've had in this season. We ended with Clyde Erwin with 22 points, Swansboro with 48 points, and both teams did a remarkable job. Big round of applause for yourselves. We really appreciate you watching, and we hope you'll stay tuned. We will feature a second match. We will have Jacksonville Commons Elementary and Silverdale. So hopefully we'll see you in a few minutes.
I teach for 2 reasons. One, I feel like I am called to teach. I feel like the Lord has blessed me with the ability and opportunity to have my students learn in a way that they love coming to school and they love working together, and they love coming to school. The second reason that I teach is because I feel like there's a need. When I was in school growing up, I did not have the support that I needed at home or even in the classroom, and I wanted to be the person that could overcome that and be the person for my students that they need to help out in their circumstances. So that's why I teach.
I need to see you.
You need to see him? Look, I'm in trouble.
Congratulations. You are Principal of the Year. Integrity, compassion, and having a big heart. And that really describes Vicki Brown, the type of leader that she is, and we're real proud that she is going to represent us well here in Onslow County as the 2016 Principal of the Year.
We're just proud to be here today to give you this little token, but congratulations on being Principal of the Year.
I appreciate it. I love my job. I love working with Onslow County schools and the kids. They make it all worthwhile.
She does everything in her power to make this a good place to work and a good place to learn.
We're very happy to have Vicki selected as our Principal of the Year, and I look forward to her representing us in the region. And she went through a very thorough process in terms of being nominated for Principal of the Year, and we're expecting great things from her, and she was very excited today, and we're excited as Lonsdale County Schools to have her as Principal of the Year.
Thank you for joining us for our second match today. We're featuring Jacksonville Commons Elementary in Silverdale. We know that you want to meet the players so that we can go ahead and begin, so we'll start our introductions with Silverdale.
My name is Christian from Miss Gerganis's class.
My name is Shelby Driscoll from Miss Colley's class.
Julie Mess from Miss Gregory's class.
My name is Hannah Warner from Miss Colley's class.
And Rhonda Gregoire is the coach for Silverdale. Let's meet our players for Jacksonville.
Hi, my name is Jack Mifflin from Miss Schultz's homeroom class.
Hi, my name is Chase Loop from Miss Siciliano's homeroom class.
Hi, my name is Flora Castle from Miss Lee's homeroom class.
Hi, my name is Skylar King from Miss Schultz's homeroom class.
And Sally Schultz is the coach for Jacksonville. We've already reviewed our rules. We know that 7 questions will go to Jacksonville first. The category is literature. Hop on the Pop, The Cat in the Hat, and To Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street were all written by which famous children's author? Skylar?
Dr. Seuss.
It is Dr. Seuss. Mathematics. You probably need your pencils, or at least I would need my pencils for this. The sum of 3 consecutive integers is 45. If one of the numbers is 15, what are the other 2? The sum of 3 consecutive integers is 45. If one of the numbers is 15, what are the other 2? I didn't see who rang in. Jack?
15.
No, that's incorrect. Let's go down to Silverdale. Hannah?
15 and 15.
No, that's incorrect. 14 and 16. They were consecutive integers. I'll show you how to do that at break. Sports. As the oldest continuously held horse race in the United States, the Kentucky Derby takes place each year on the first Saturday in May. At which facility is the race held? Silverdale? Churchill Downs. Science. An anemometer measures wind speed. What characteristic of the atmosphere does a barometer measure? Skylar?
Wind pressure. Air pressure.
Air pressure. Geography. This U.S. state is home to both the Painted Desert and the Petrified Forest National Park. Identify the state that was the last of the 48 contiguous states to join the Union. Silverdale? Christian?
California.
That's a great try. Arizona. That's where the Painted Desert is. English. In this sentence, what part of speech is the word bicycles? I'm going to read the sentence. Jimmy owns 8 different bicycles. Skylar?
A noun.
It is a noun, but that's not the part of speech that it is. Let's go down to Silverdale. Julie?
Pronoun?
No, it's a direct object. Direct object. Let's try history. With which European nation did the United States fight a war in 1898 related to the sinking of the battleship Maine in Havana Harbor in Cuba? We're looking for the European nation. Silverdale? Christian?
Germany?
Not Germany, Spain. Spain. Now, 7 questions goes to Silverdale, science. In the base metals of iron or steel, which is the more common name for iron oxide? This 4-letter compound occurs when the metals are exposed to both air and moisture. Who rang that in? Sorry, Jack. No, sorry, Jack, it's not your answer, it's theirs. Shelby?
Rust.
Rust is right. Literature. Identify the fictional character who is a talking mouse living in New Mouse City on Mouse Island. He is the best-selling author, and he works as a journalist for the fictional newspaper, the Rodents Gazette. Jacksonville. His name is Geronimo Stilton. Trivia. Which social networking site was created in 2004 by computer programmer Mark Zuckerberg? It's Silverdale's question, Flora. Now, Flora, would you like that question? Okay.
Facebook.
Facebook is right. English. In an outline of an essay or a paper, what kind of symbol is used to indicate the main topics or main ideas? Jacksonville? Skylar?
Headings.
No, we're looking for Roman numerals. It's in an outline, if you were outlining it. That's the key word, was outline. Mathematics. Pencils ready, folks. I think you may want to use them now. If Laurie played softball from 3:30 p.m. to 5:10 p.m., how many hours and minutes did she play? She played from 3:30 p.m. to 5:10 p.m. How many hours and minutes did she play? Shelby?
An hour, 40 minutes.
That is correct. Very good. History. Identify the African-American scientist, botanist, educator, and inventor who created over 100 recipes using the peanut. Jacksonville? George Washington Carver. Final category is geography. John lives in a crowded community with many tall buildings. What adjective of 5 letters that begins with the letter U would describe this kind of community? Jacksonville? Flora?
Urban.
Urban is correct. That is the end of our first round, and if you will stay tuned in a few minutes, we will be right back.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Thank you for joining us for the second round of this match. We have a score right now of 8 points for Jacksonville and 4 points for Silverdale. We know that there's a bonus in here, so you can always get a few extra points. We have a new team for Silverdale, so let's meet them.
My name is Michaela Gagnon from Miss Gregoire's class.
Carly Lick from Miss Gregoire's class.
Alani Hargett from Miss Colley's class.
Serenity, who's from Miss Gaganis' class.
We also have a new participant for Jacksonville. We know you're anxious to meet her as well.
Jakayla Hubbard from Miss Lee's class.
And welcome new players. We reviewed our rules. We're ready to begin. Silverdale, first question is yours in English. In the English language, this word refers to any group of 10 or interval of 10. Name this word for a group of 10 years, such as the 1920s, 1950s, etc. Michaela?
Decade.
Decade it is. Here's your bonus. Complete the following analogy with a word that begins with the letter M. Decade is to century as century is to blank. Carly, you have an answer?
100 years.
That's incorrect, but that's a great try. Millennium. Jacksonville Science. These minor planets are sometimes called planetoids, and they can be found in the inner solar system. A belt of these objects is located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. By what name are they known? Jack?
The asteroid belt.
That is correct, young man. Here is your bonus. Scientists watch the movement of asteroids and they look for new stars using telescopes located in specialized buildings that are found both in Hawaii and Puerto Rico, among other places. Identify these sites whose names begin with the letter O. Flora?
Observatory.
That is correct. Good. Silverdale trivia. Cutting and gluing are not allowed in this art form that is traditionally Japanese. By what name is this intricate art form known that uses paper folding to create three-dimensional objects? Carly?
Origami.
Very good. Here's your bonus. Made of cardboard or paper mache, this celebratory object is used at Hispanic or Mexican celebrations and is filled with candy prior to being struck with a stick. Identify this item. That's it. Jacksonville Science. In September 1928, Alexander Fleming noticed a bacterial culture had been invaded by a green mold, and that a ring without bacteria surrounded the mold. Identify the organism Fleming discovered in his observation that is still used in medicine today. Silverdale. It's an antibiotic. He discovered penicillin. Silverdale. What is the meaning of the root shared by the following words? Synchronize, chronic, chronological. Jacksonville? Flora?
Cron.
Say that again?
Cron.
No, we're looking for time. They all refer to time as a root word. Jacksonville English, that's a good try. Consider the sentence, he is overwhelmed. How would this sentence be reworded to first person plural form? He is overwhelmed. How would this sentence be reworded to first person plural form? Jack?
I am overwhelmed.
No, that's a nice try, Jack. Silverdale? First person plural form would be we are overwhelmed. Silverdale Geography. Of the 48 contiguous states, which two have the longest shared border at approximately 570 miles? Coming in second are California and Nevada with 550 miles of border. Jacksonville? And the two states are Oklahoma and Texas. Mathematics, Jacksonville. Which number, when added to 1/2 of 42, equals 118? Which number, when added to 1/2 of 42, equals 118? Flora?
97.
97 it is. Very good. Here's your bonus. Simplify the following expression using correct order of operations. 4.2 times 2.3 plus 7.5. And read your answer using correct place value. 4.2 times 2.3 plus 7.5. Flora?
Opening bracket, opening parenthesis, 4.2 closing parenthesis times opening parenthesis, 2.3 closing parenthesis, closing bracket plus 7.5.
That's incorrect, but that's a great try at that answer. When you would multiply 4.2 times 2.3 and then add 7.5, and you'd come out with 17.16. 17 and 16/100ths would be the correct answer. Silverdale, what type of skilled craftsmen and women create both practical and decorative items using their hands and or traditional methods? Examples of this profession include blacksmith, watchmaker, carpenter, and chef. Jacksonville? We're looking for the word artisan. They're artisans. Jacksonville, both AC and DC are shortened forms designating two different types of electrical current. What does the A in AC and the D in DC represent? Silverdale? The A is alternating current and the D is direct current. Silverdale music. Well, we'll get to that question next. And that is the end of our second round. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got...
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
We have a great match going. We have our scores separated by 4 points. Silverdale has 12, Jacksonville with 16. We know the bonus passes with the question in this round, so it's really an opportunity to get a lot of points. We also have a new participant for Jacksonville. We'd like you to meet her.
Hi, my name is Asia Bass from Mrs. Lee's homeroom class.
And welcome, Asia. Ready to begin, teams? True toss-up questions. Music is the first category. In a diatonic scale, an A sharp is also known as what other note? Michaela?
A B flat.
It is a B flat. Bonus question for your team. Symphony number 9 in D minor is the last complete symphony by this famous composer who wrote the score of Ode to Joy. Who is this German composer? Carly?
Beethoven.
That is it. Literature teams. Books in this series are illustrated primarily with real photographs from their time periods and features a boy named Joe who is able to travel through time when he touches certain objects. Name this series by Dan Gutman about encounters with great baseball players. Flora?
Jackie and Me.
No, nice try. Silverdale? The correct title is The Baseball Card Adventures. History. What symbol of the United States first came into use during the War of 1812? It was featured on a recruiting poster starting in World War I by a man wearing striped pants and a stovepipe hat with a band of stars. Michaela?
An eagle?
Not an eagle. That's a nice try. Jacksonville? You probably don't see him as much on posters. Uncle Sam. Probably don't see him as much today. Uncle Sam. Sports. In August 2015, this athlete won the PGA tournament at Whistling Straits in Wisconsin by scoring 20 under par. Wow, a record in golf. Who is he? Carly?
Phil Mickelson.
No, that's a very good try. Jacksonville? His name is Justin Day. Science. Mitochondria, vacuoles, ribosomes, and the Golgi apparati and the nucleus are all organelles within this smallest unit of life. By what name is it known? Jack?
A cell.
A cell. For your bonus, what type of specialized cell contains chloroplast and is surrounded by a cell wall? You have an answer, Flora?
No, ma'am.
It is a plant cell. History. Which American inventor developed an industrial farming machine that greatly impacted the economy of the antebellum South and later in life manufactured muskets for the U.S. Army? Carly?
John Deere.
No, that's a good try. I wouldn't have thought of him, but let's move up to Jacksonville. We're looking for Eli Whitney, the cotton gin. That's what he invented. Mathematics. Use exponents in your answer to express the prime factorization of 80. Correct answer is 2 to the 4th power times 5. Science. Located near the lower back, these organs function to filter the blood and to rid the body of waste. Identify these twin organs. Aisha?
Kidneys.
The kidneys for your bonus. When the kidneys stop working, what type of procedure must a person undergo to replace the cleansing process until his kidneys can be repaired or replaced? Flora?
A kidney stone?
No, dialysis is the process. I'm glad you're trying. English. Cherry Street, Poland, and The Hobbit are all examples of this type of noun, which is always capitalized. What are these types of nouns that refer, Aisha?
Pronouns.
That's incorrect. Now let me repeat. I'm going to read it entirely for y'all. Cherry Street, Poland, and The Hobbit are examples of this type of noun, which is always capitalized. What are these types of nouns that refer to the names of specific persons, places, or things? Shelby?
Proper nouns.
Proper. I think you said pronoun, didn't you? That's okay, I'm glad you tried. Bonus question for you. When proofreading a paper, what notation is used to indicate a lowercase letter should be capitalized? Jack, is there a bonus? Have an answer, Carly?
Underline?
You underline it, but you know how many times you underline it?
I was thinking maybe 2. 3?
3 is right. That's the way to do your teamwork. Trivia question, teams. Materials such as clay, marble, ice, wood, and bronze are used to create what type of art form? Jack?
Statues.
I'll accept that. Sculpture. Here's your bonus. What noun that begins with the letter P designates the kidney-shaped board on which a painter places his paints for mixing? Is there a bonus, Shelby? It's okay. Flora?
A palette.
A palette. Geography. Which subregion of the United States produces the majority of grains grown in our country and has been nicknamed the breadbasket? The Midwest. Literature. This novel series by Gertrude Chandler Warner features Henry, Jesse, Violet, and Benny as the main characters, as it describes the adventures of 4 orphans who make their way into the woods. Identify this novel series. The Boxcar Children. It's pretty interesting if you haven't read it. History. Inspired by the War of 1812, Francis Scott Key wrote a poem about a battle that was later transformed into a song of praise. By what name are such songs of praise known? They're known as anthems. Science. Well, we will get to science next week. That's the end of this round. We'll be back with our final score in just a second.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
We had a very exciting game today. 1 point separated the scores. We ended with Jacksonville 26 points, Silverdale with 25. Great game. Give yourselves a round of applause. And we also think the coaches did very well too. We told them that at break. We really appreciate you always watching and joining us. And next week we will feature Blue Creek and Jacksonville Commons Elementary, and then in the second match we will have Clyde, Erwin, and Parkwood. So we hope you'll stay tuned then. From all of us here at Onslow County Schools, have a great week and see you later.